Hey, it's BITW BITB. Um, I need to like learn C++, like programming languages, but we're gonna focus on C++ for um, I guess throughout this video series. I'm lazy. Uh, I've been doing this for quite some time, off and on, but never consistently through. So I'm making these the video series now because I think it'll help me to stay honest and keep at it, so that I retain the information. Um, on here via Solo Learn, as you can see, it's a C++. Our C++ tutorial covers basic concepts, data types, arrays, pointers, conditional statements, loops, functions, classes, objects, inheritance, and polymorphism. That's a lot of English there. So let me just show you like all the sections. I'll just like go through it, and then finally after that, then you get to like the certification. I don't know if you could use that on like a resume or something. I'm not really sure, but I guess with enough study and application, eventually, if anything, you could put something on GitHub and possibly get like a job, or even create your own thing after that. So because when you know how to do something, who can tell you don't. So let's get started with basic concepts. Okay, so as you can see, there's different lessons. For this video, I think I'll just and then there's a code project at the end. Also on the sides here are different other like practice coding projects in a sense. We'll just do Welcome to C++ in this video. Um, Not really good with English, so sometimes just to say a simple thing takes me too long. So I'll try to keep the video short, and maybe at some point I'll put them all together in case someone just wants to do the whole thing right through. So let's get started with the Welcome to C++. Getting started, it says Welcome to C++. C++ is a popular cross-platform language that can be used to create high-performance applications, operating systems, browsers, video games, art applications, and so on. For instance, uh, I know that Fortnite is programmed within C++. I think using the Unreal Engine or so. C++, and then there's like a little tip here. C++ was derived from C and is largely based on it. Maybe that's like background information in a sense. Also, you'll have like comments, and this is like from other users that use the platform of Solo Learn. Sometimes it helps to look at what people have said in case you're like, how should I say, you're unsure of certain things. And I sometimes it's like people who have like vast like programming experience, so it can be very beneficial to like take a look through what people are saying. Like for instance here, this guy's going a bit more in depth into like uh, I guess like the definition of what C++ is and like where it's derived from in terms of like C. So yeah, that can be very beneficial. So take a look at that on your own. Like I said, I have been doing this in the past, but as I said, lazy. So I have to come back to it to regain the knowledge. But these are some of like the questions they'll ask you throughout the like lesson plans on each. So for instance, this question is saying like welcome to C++, and then C++ is and then you just pick the right answer. So based on what we read previously, it's obviously a general purpose programming language. C++ program is a collection of commands or statements. Below is a simple program template. Hashtag include. It's like IOStream using namespace. STD is like standard. Semicolon, and then int main parentheses the curly brackets return zero semicolon. And then this CPP, I'm pretty sure it's C++. So you will learn what each of the statements does in the upcoming lessons. For now, remember that the entry point of every C++ program is the main. function irrespective of what the program does. So that would be right here. And usually it is int main, as in like int as a integer. But yeah, so that's the main entry point. Usually, well, basically, most of like your coding would be like within this, within like, see these curly brackets here would be within that. Um, Going further along, but not yet. Sometimes people do. There are coding like without outside of that. In a that might be a bit too advanced, so let's not let's not go into that right now because I kind of forget as well. Some more information. So curly brackets indicate the beginning and end of a function, which can also be called the function's body. The information inside the brackets indicates what the function does when executed. Okay, so now I know what I was trying to explain. Um, Sometimes you can have like uh, a function outside of like this int main. Like it could be, let's say, above here in a sense. You could have a function that is used, but it's not within the int main. But again, that's well, that will be in a later video. So hopefully I can call back to it if I remember. But just stay with me. What we need to focus on here is really the main as the entry point. So, okay, moving on. Which of the following is the entry point of every C++ program? And it's right here, the int main. So I think this is like the first practice in a sense. So your first C++ program, let's output hello world to the screen. To do that, we will add. Um, so this is actually pronounced C out from what I've seen or heard it be pronounced. I tend to say cout, but it's like C out, and it's supposed. I think it's like supposed to mean console out. Basically, what is in here gets printed onto the screen. So C out, and then insertion operators. Um, what is this thing called in English? Quotation marks. Hello world. Um, exclamation and quote close quotations, and then the semicolon to end the command. Uh, or statement line. So line to our main function body. Okay. So and I'll just keep reading. We'll eventually try it ourselves. So cout is used to perform output on the standard output device, which is usually the display screen. Cout is used in combination with the insertion operator. And note that you can add multiple insertion operators after cout. In C++, the semicolon is used to terminate a statement. Each statement must end with a semicolon. It indicates the end of one logical expression. Okay, so let's try it ourselves. Okay, so remembering, need to have hashtag include in the file stream. Um, Using namespace. Remember, in later videos, we'll define these. It doesn't matter where you put it, but some people like to space things out. But I'm just going to do int main just to show you that it doesn't necessarily matter the spacing. Parentheses and curly brackets. Now, what's going in here is the function body. And we were supposed to print out, I think it just asks us to do like hello world. So cout insertion operate. Oh, oops. I forgot to shift. Okay. And now do hello world. Hello world is for some reason like the standard first program thing. I don't know why. I don't know who came up with it, but that's what they that's what they usually do. I guess it's just I don't know. I guess a thing in a sense. I don't know how to say, and then the close the semicolon there. And then let's do something else. See out. Let's see. We'll do just show that like you can have multiple insertion operators. I'm gonna say, hey, how are you doing? But I'm gonna do it in a way where it seems weird, just to get you guys to understand like what's happening. I guess. Uh, Notice I didn't how should I say, I didn't leave a space uh here, right? So I didn't leave a space in between. Okay, and let's do another insertion operator. Um, this time for space how and how are you? What did I say? I was gonna do how are you doing? Let's just do how are you. Let's not. Yeah, let's just do how are you. But I want to show what happens in terms of when you do space like quotation marks. Ooh, I forgot quotations. Sorry. Oh, correcting JS. Yeah. Trying to speed something up. Hmm. No, that's cool. That's cool. And then semicolon. And then at some point I have to we'll define why like return zero, but as of right now, that's what we've seen. So let's just keep it that same way. And and curly bracket. Well, like close curly bracket. And that's everything. So let's see what gets put out onto the console or the screen. Wait, what? What did I miss here? Oh, geez. Oh, I guess we're. It's a good thing we're seeing debugging. I missed the. I missed the. I missed the quotation here. Uh, yeah, right. Line 5. I missed this quotation right here. Yeah, that should be it. Like, notice how the letters are changed. So so now they know like basically C plus plus recognizes this as like how should I say, like a string, and not like a should I say operation command or so. Like insertion operators is very different than, let's say you have a string of text. So it wasn't recognizing the he as a string of text when because I didn't close the quotation there. So now running it, it should be fine. Yep, exactly. And notice how um see how it says hello world, and then hey got like printed right after, like right onto it. So that shows how should I say, it's like even though it's on a different line, like line 5, it doesn't separate the like D from the H, because there's not how should I say, like the command for like a new line. But we'll in a later video we'll see like what that command is. For right now, let's not worry about that. But I also illustrated that here in line 5, where if you see, there's the quotation, then HE, and then quotation to close, and there's no space in between, right? And then when I do the insertion operator next, there's the quotation of the, yeah, quotation, and then there's the Y and the quotation, no space again. So C++ reads that as there's no space in between the E and the Y. And so that's how, even though I separated them in a sense, it gets put like together. And then moving on, so I put the space in between the quotation and the H of how, so that relates to having a space there. And then again, as you follow, obviously there's a space between W and A, and then there's a space after the E, and then to the quotation. So even though I don't put a space here, it recognizes the space here, so that puts a space in between the E and the Y. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. I hope that's understandable, but please leave a comment if anything was confusing there. Okay, so let's exit out of that. Uh, I don't think we really need to save that. Let's keep going. Good. So drag and drop the options to output hello world on the screen. I already, like I said, I've already done this. But yeah, so see out. I don't know if anyone pronounces it kaut. I tend to say that. So if you hear me say that, just know I actually mean see out. And then the insertion operators. Notice the direction that it's going. So like less than sign in a sense, and a less than sign. So it's an exercise to practice and write real code. Uh, so in this one, it's saying your first program, C++ is cool. Let everyone know about it. So let's hit practice. So your first C++ program, write a program to print C++ is cool. Note that the sentence starts with a capital letter. Hint, use cout and insertion operator to output the text. Remember to enclose the text into double quotes and end the statement with a semicolon. Um, I kind of feel like maybe I shouldn't give the answer to these ones and let I don't know, I guess maybe let you guys like maybe post it in the comments or so. Cuz for instance, if you do this, like I would kind of be giving you the answer in a way. And yeah, I don't know, maybe cuz these are like a good way to like write good code for you. Plus who knows, you could come up with something very interesting, but let, let's just do it for right now. This is a very simple one, so let's just go ahead. So hashtag, or I don't know if I should call that the pound sign. I don't know, but include, and then IO stream. Just remember the first less than sign, and then the uh, greater sign, greater than sign. Sorry, my English is bad. Sometimes I tend to omit words. And then using namespace. I spelled that wrong. Yeah. And then STD. I noticed the spacing though. Um, it needs to it needs to be there. And then I'll space it out this time. So int main, and then the curly bracket, and then everything within here is like our function body. And this is the code that we'll be using to uh, do what the question asks us to print C++ is cool. So uh, based on what we've learned, we know that we would need to use C out to print something out to the screen or like the console. Um, and then from C out, you need the insertion operators. And then as simple as just remember that when you're doing like a string of text to be printed out, you need quotation marks. So, and what are we putting there? Obviously, C++, as that's what it asks us to do. C++ is cool. Remember to do it exactly as that's why it says note that the sentence starts with a capital letter. So don't how should I say? Uh, Sometimes what's the word for that? Your your case, like it can be things can be case sensitive. So make sure you're doing you're paying attention to that. For instance, C out is different from capital C and then out. That would be that would be wrong. I guess I'll give you. Oh yeah, I'll show you that that's wrong. Um, and then a semicolon to end the statement, and let's close it. What was it? Return. Yeah. Usually you would put return. Let me see. Just a second. You would do like return and then zero. And I think that may be due to the fact that int main, like int as in an integer, and then return zero. I think that helps in the. I'm not exactly sure exactly, so let me not say. But I'll figure it wise to that, and then we'll come back to that. But just to show that in this sense, it won't necessarily be needed. So let's go with run again. There's a reason why it shouldn't work. Okay, yeah. See, so test case one, no input. As you can see, C, capital C out was not declared in this scope. That's because the command is case sensitive. So we need to change that and make it to a lowercase c. And then now let's run it. Practice makes perfect. You have solved the challenge. See? Exactly. So just always remember that certain things, especially like these command or operations, they're case sensitive. So make sure you keep that in mind with certain things. All right, so let's hit continue. Code close to solve. There's no glory in practice, but without practice, there can be no glory. Facts. Now, each instruction must end with, and by instruction, they also mean like the, command or statements there. So as we've seen, oh darn, I think this is hidden over it, but it's a semicolon. Um, each instruction must end with a semicolon. So the lesson's completed. You just learned. Okay, yeah, you just learned. Welcome to C++. Don't forget to test your knowledge with practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. Uh, this has been BITW. Thank you for watching, and please, if you'd like to learn, leave some comments. We're I think we can like I guess learn together in a sense and help each other out. And if you have any knowledge to give, please do. Uh, so see you in the comments. Thank you.